because they are showing the path towards Allah. We are all here to worship, not to serve ourselves or to be served by the community. And the only one who can help the scholars to be like this, and especially you, it's really to come to this, to change your attitude towards your scholars. You have to change by questioning, by respecting, but with a critical approach. Because at the end of the day, we will have what we deserve. This community will have the scholars you deserve. Because if you are not asking for answers, if you are not coming with deep questions, you will have superficial answers. So at the end, the authority of the scholars is at the level of the questioning of the community. So this is the job of at least students. If you have students in the United States of America or in North America, it's to come with this critical mind, the critical distance, not to be emotional and to try to understand, to come with this, a spiritual intelligence. So this is something which is, for us today, a challenge. Because I see too many, you know, I'm at the university, I'm in the UK at the university, and sometimes I see students, when we speak about, you know, in Islamic studies, very sharp questioning and coming, and when they go to a Muslim setting, it's as if they are losing everything as to their critical mind. It's a kind of respect which is wrong. You have to use the skills of questioning to come within the Muslim community and to do the same. So here, for me, it's something which it's one of the priorities and one of the challenges, and it also should be something which uses the knowledge to be close to Allah, and we should get knowledge to serve, not to be served, not a conflict of egos. Can I tell you something? That sometimes when I come to some of these big gatherings, I'm leaving in 2 hours. But I'm not always happy with myself, and I'm not always happy with my brothers and sisters, because sometimes I feel that there are conflicts of egos. And I can tell you something that sometimes makes me cry, is that I'm talking about following the footsteps of the Prophet ﷺ, and I'm feeling that the people who are leading, sometimes they maybe have to come back to the essential of what it means to follow. Because it's really disturbing. It's really disturbing that we have to come to this understanding of what it means. So we are not seeking knowledge to be served. We are not seeking knowledge for our ego. We are not seeking knowledge for making money or having positions. This is not, the intentions are so important. So for all of us, you are coming to this convention here. Some of you are students. Ask the very essential question from the very beginning. What is your intention? What do you want to do with this? Why are you here? Why are you here? Why many people, they cannot come with us? Many people are not here? And many would like to be with us? You are here. What are you going to do with all what you are hearing here or listening to here tomorrow or the day after tomorrow in your specific cities and places? What are you going to do with that? To try to transform it in action, as it was said by our Sheikh Yasir here. This is something that it's essential. You come with a specific intention. This has to be translated in your life afterward by being quite clear about seeking knowledge and how we should do that. There is something which we have to start with. This afternoon, when we were listening in one of the gatherings to Sheikh Ali Goma, he was speaking about, you know, reading the books and the centrality of the Quran, but also reading the world around us. And this is not new. This is something which is very, very old in the Islamic tradition. You find this from the very beginning, and the one who came and translated this into something which was clear is also Abu Hamid al-Ghazali in Ihya Ulumuddin, speaking about the 2 books and the revelation. And then there is something which is the starting point of what we have to do. Can I tell you something? At the level of your freedom here in the West, at the level of your potential access to books, to libraries and bookshops and on internet, we are not reading enough. We are not involved in education enough. You have books you don't read. You know, when I took, even, I'm sorry, you know, once I launched a call for a moratorium for Muslims, for Muslim scholars. It was 9 pages. And I was judged by people coming to me, telling me, you said this and that, and I was asking them, have you read the text? And they didn't. And then even my publisher is telling me, you know, the Muslims and the non-Muslims, they don't read the thick books, so we want very small books. And even the small books, they are not read. So ask yourself, be careful. These conventions are dangerous if you don't take them. If you take them only to come every year and you think that you have done the job. By coming here, you get some knowledge. This is very superficial. This could be fashion. This could be new trends. You need to come here to nurture your heart and your mind with questions, because tomorrow you have to go back to books. What I'm here to is just to give you the sense that you need more knowledge. You have to come back home, take books, and start working. It's a gathering to give you a sense of the need, which should be the need for more knowledge. Come back home and buy books and try to make your mind. If this is your contribution, the level of, you know, literacy, and even the people reading in the United States of America, in Europe now, is lower and lower every year. The people read less. What is your contribution? You have the Quran saying, "Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq." You have to read, and you have the books, and we are not doing that. So don't be a Muslim by proxy. Don't be a Muslim by proxy. Make your mind you have enough now to read in English or in any European language that you can do the job. So this is something which is also reading, and because even me, I'm coming here, it's for me something which is opening channels to you to read even the books. You know, there is one book, Radical Reform, that I try to come and to try to push the Muslims, say, you Muslims in the community, you should be involved in anything which has to do with questions. And you ask the people, are you reading? Are you doing the job? No. So we want superficial commitment to our religion. This is heavy. سَنُلْقِ عَلَيْكَ قَوْلًا ثَقِيلًا. It's all about knowledge. You want to change the world, change your mind. Build your mind, build your intellect. I'm just starting, as you know. So this is something which I think it's the starting point for students, is to read. You read the Quran, to read books, but also to read your society. You know, in anything which has to do with al-kawn, we have rules. We have, in societies, we have rules, we have history.